Hello guys and gals, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Spin the Jolt. Today we got a very interesting cast for the spin. So let's get to it. At the top, we got the Nerf Atom Blasters Cyclotron from 2003. Yup, it's a vintage. And it's a ball shooting blaster. Next, we have this off-brand Whammo blaster, which is made to look like a smaller version of the Laramie missile launcher thing. But this shoots darts. And the Laramie looks very similar to the Busby Big Blast. Lovely. Then we have, you know it, you might love it, you might hate it. I have neutral feelings. It is the Nerf and Strike Deploy. Lovely. Next we have the Boomco Far Shot. So many reskins. It's like the Jolt of the Boomco line. It's just a Far Shot reskin. Last but not least, we got the Dart Zone / Adventure Force. This one's the Dart Zone that you can see by the colors. Legend Fire. Okay, now let's get to the spin. You guys can see what we're doing today. Hey guys, Irish Josh here, and welcome back to another Nerf review. Hopefully, let's not make it like the last try I did for this part, when I made it into an 8-minute long rant, pretty much. Well, I'm going to try to put in the rant, but I'm going to try to be fast about it. Well, if you're new to the hobby, you might not know what it is. If you've been in the hobby for a while, you know what it is, and you have one of three opinions. One, you love it like it's a cult following, love it, like all hail this, and then, or you hate it because of performance. But then there's the one that's slightly rarer. You have a neutral feeling. You love it for the right reasons, but you also hate it for the right reasons. If you've been in the hobby for a while and you heard the last segment for the Spin the Jolt, you already know what it is. It is the Deploy. For people new to the hobby, they're going to be wondering, oh, how do you shoot it? This thing only has a prime and a magazine port. There's no trigger. Well, this is where the name Deploy comes into play. This thing has a couple gimmicks. The main one being, you press this button on the top, it deploys. So it's a side-feeding, pump-action, reverse-plungered blaster. Now, don't get me wrong, this thing has the worst performance of anything that exists. Like, it gets like about 3 to 10 feet. 10 if you're somehow lucky, which I haven't gotten that lucky. But I'm probably wrong for the 10 feet part. Okay, so that's the reason I hate it. Well, I love it for certain reasons. One, it's gimmicky and fun. It has a light on top. It's bad, but it's cool for you're trying to be tactical. And then it deploys. Two, it has a pump action. Sure, this thing sucks, but it has a pump action, which that's always fun. Three, the stock is reasonably comfortable for what it is. It's very, if you press hard, that's going to be annoying. But what you can always do is cut that out and put some sort of padding right there, and that's actually a very comfy stock. Four, the grip and the handle are uber comfortable. The handle isn't the most comfortable, but it's pretty comfortable. Also, I even noticed that it has this little bit of rubber right here And also has this little fun little pinpoint sight. I can see you. Has the attachment point. It has the barrel. I'm not going to keep count anymore. Well, but one of the main reasons I like this, besides it looking cool, is that if you get multiple of these, this thing is amazing for parts. Because of this being all gimmicky how it is, how it deploys, this thing is in multiple parts. Let's see. Let's see what you can salvage from this. Pump grip, which has a dart holder, by the way. Barrel attachment point. Rail attachment point. The pinpoint sight tube isn't big enough for a dart, though, so no, that's not going to happen. The whole entire magwell. No, not like how we have it with the Raider, which you can take the magwell from that, which that's just for it to take a magazine, but it doesn't have it that it's going to be able to, the magazine's going to feed, it's just going to have it that sticks in there. This thing, on the other hand, has the entire magwell in one piece. Like, the whole feeding system for it. So, this makes it so much easier if you want to make something like, let's say how Welcome did with but he did it with the Raider magwell, how he did with the Scorpion, which was chain fed. He made it mag fed. That thing is cool. Well, this makes things a lot easier for the right people. Next, the stock is pretty decent. Like I said, the only thing you might need to do is cut the sling point out and put some nice padding or something. And also it has this trigger. Not the trigger, but like the whole grip. It's reasonably comfortable. That's nice. But the main thing about this that people like to scrap from this, like, forgot to say, I learned about the scrapping part from Captain Xavier, is that this thing has springs galore. It has the end strike spring in there, the basic spring. Oh, I didn't notice whatever this thing is. What is that? Oh, that's to hold the stock in place. Okay, never mind. Carry on. Well, this thing has springs galore. It has the obvious spring for the plunger system. It has the catch spring, no doubt. Then it has quite a few other small springs for the spring-loaded system. Like the stock has its own big old spring, though. Look at that. And that's not part of this spring. It's its own separate spring. This thing has springs galore. A lot of them are going to be used well for if you need a catch spring. Well, other than all of that, hey guys, we're here for the range test, and I know some of you might be wondering, well, Josh, why are you in your garage? You're going to need, usually go outside, because you need room to shoot. Well, guess what? This is a deploy, so that doesn't apply. First shot is a streamline, because that's if I'm correct, that's what this originally shot. And I'm usually correct, so let me deploy that. Oh my goodness, actually went decent distance for what it is. It didn't go to the other side of my garage, but still, let's try Elite. Elite. And the last one didn't even fire. Lovely. I think that's good enough. And I don't even need to edit any of this, because I'm going to just walk over. Let me just fix this dart in the barrel and shoot. My god. Whatever, I'll shoot that dart later. Okay. Let's see. Distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow, 17 for the streamline, for the elite that bounced. So basically 15. That's a bit more than I was thinking it was going to happen. Because the first time I tried it, it went literally 5 feet. And then a dart jammed. Just like it did now. See, it don't even look like there's anything wrong with it. Look in the barrel. Looks like there's nothing wrong. But it's still jammed. I'll get back to you with the next segment. Thanks to the mini rants, this video is getting a bit long. So let's get to the tactical part. Okay, how would I use this in a war? How would I use it? Throw it at the enemy and run. That's how I'd use it. In all seriousness, this thing I can't think of a way to use it. Because it's just too bad. Oh my goodness. On the other hand, if I would have pulled out the that one vintage blaster, I had the Cyclotron ball blaster, I would at least said that I would try to use it. I tried to use it for some special game, some special war or something. This thing can't even have that privilege unless it's like, oh, it's some person that can take anyone down with one hit. Or no, it's like one dude that's super powerful and then a bunch of people that have deploys. That's the only way I can think this would be honestly used. The only way that this would be used that I would actually use in a war is this thing is not together and everything's just taken apart. Like the stock might be in my primary, on my primary. This might be on something like the Scorpion or a Vulcan. I don't know why you would do it with a Vulcan. Takes out the fun for that. But I would have a stock attack, not a stock, magwell on the Vulcan. I would maybe have the barrel on my EAT or something, okay? Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, like, subscribe, yada yada. I'll see you guys later. Bye.